The UK government just published something really shocking affecting about 23 migrant care workers in the UK from Nigeria, Pakistan, and the Philippines. And guys, stay with me. Let's go straight into the details to know what this is all about and why they've been affected. My name is Tochi. You're welcome to my channel. Please like this video, give it a thumbs up as you're watching so YouTube can recommend it to more people. Kindly share it to everyone that needs to see this. To all my returning subscribers, you guys are amazing. You're welcome back to today's video. If you're yet to subscribe, please click the subscribe button right now. Thank you. So yesterday, I came across this report published on Govt.uk about some care workers that were affected in this, care worker recruitment scam and lost so much money, and eventually what happened to the company involved. I'm sure a lot of us are familiar with the story, about how a lot of people affected left their businesses, their jobs, their familiar terrains and everything, raised some money, moved abroad, only to come and discover that everything is a scam. And about 23 people boldly came out to raise a formal complaint about their employer that took over £19,000 from them. Guys, I don't even know. This is diabolical. £19,000 to give people jobs that doesn't even exist. When you're not supposed to take money from anybody, it's wrong. It's illegal to take money from anybody to employ them, especially in the UK, right? You guys, just take a look at it for yourself. So here it goes. 23 workers from Nigeria, Pakistan, and the Philippines lost more than £19,000 after paying upfront fees to a company that never filed a single visa application or provided any employment services. Now, if this is not wickedness, if this is not the true definition of wickedness, I don't know what else is. Like, how can you take this huge amount of money from people? Like, do you know what £19,000 can do for somebody? Imagine if that person have decided to even stay back in their home countries to invest that money in a business or to do something meaningful with it, build a house or something, only for somebody to open their eyes widely and collect this money from people, and within you that it's wrong, it's a scam. You don't have those jobs that you're promising people. So guys, the case is very detailed here. If you go through, you will see everything that went down. And this is just one of the many cases that have left people stranded. The fact that people are dealing with no COS today, no jobs, people are stranded. Some people have even had to go back to their home countries because of things like this. Like, it's so crazy, Reading on. Med Recruiter Limited had no physical office, no home office sponsorship license, and investigators found no evidence it ever delivered any of its promises. The company misled victims when they chased their applications and refused requests for refunds. Med Recruiter Limited claimed to have nearly 6,000 carers on its books and be active in more than 500 care homes across the UK. So they presented themselves as big care company. And I'm sure they would have even given you the job employment and telling you, oh, this is your offer. However, for us to proceed with your applications and your visa sponsorships and everything, you need to pay more. See, guys, in reality, insolvency service investigators found it operated from a virtual office with no physical presence and was not listed on the Home Office register of licensed sponsors. Now, for anybody who's looking for sponsorship, it is always best to double check. And Govt.uk is always your friend. It's public. It's there for anybody to go through and see. If you want to see names of registered companies, functional companies, real companies, you're going to see all of that on the website. If you're looking for companies that can sponsor you, companies on the list of registered and legit sponsors in the UK, you're going to see all the companies there. Always confirm that the company actually exists or that business is actually real before you let go of your money, because when you start chasing processing money, especially in the UK, it takes a long time. And when I was reading this thing, I was so angry. You know why? I'll tell you why as we progress. So they did not file a single visa application for anybody that they collected money from. So the company invited prospective employees to interviews, approved them for care work, and then required them to sign contracts and pay upfront consultation. Like, who pays consultation fees for a job? For anybody who has gotten a job here, did you at any point pay consultation fee? I have never heard that somebody got a job, applied for the job, went for the interview, met all the qualifications, requirements, you have all the skills, and after that, they'll not ask you to pay consultation fee. For what exactly? As much as I blame those employers and how they are wicked hearts, you also share part of the blame, because why would you pay consultation fee for a job? Who does that, right? Plus additional charges for training, uniforms, and processing. In messages to victims, the company invented stories claiming applications were in the processing queue, gradually getting to the top, and blamed madness at the Home Office for the slow progress. And guys, if you go on, this is why the Govt.uk should always be your friend whenever you're making any application in the UK, because you will see everything you need. The duration of time for a skilled worker visa is on there. If you're applying from outside the UK, the time required of you to get your answer is there. If you're applying from within the UK, processing time, everything is on there. So investigators also found no evidence any application was ever submitted, and when workers asked for refunds, they were refused. They refused, which is not really surprising, because when you see people like this, they might not even have anything meaningful they did with that money. And because they felt, oh, we have so much money, they'll just squander it on something. Meet these people now and ask them what's the tangible thing you did with all these thousands of pounds you took from people. I'm sure they don't have. And even if you have, will that solve all your problems in this world? Like, why can't you just work hard legitimately and make your own money? Why would you scam other people of their hard-earned money? You don't know how people made that money. It's so hard to make money, right? And then you make money only for people to scam you and leave you stranded. Because we've been following the news, and we saw how a lot of people were stranded in the UK because of this scam. We saw how a lot of people were sleeping on the bus. Some people didn't have jobs. Some people didn't have money. Some people were dependent on charity to survive. Some people had to leave the UK because their sponsorship licenses was withdrawn. In fact, some jobs didn't even exist, and then they couldn't get jobs. They got 60 days notice from the Home Office to leave the UK. And some of them had to leave. Some shared on social media and some didn't. You just see somebody today and the next thing you have stopped seeing that person. What happened? The person has left the UK. Now, this Med Recruiter Limited was wound up at the High Court in London on Thursday, the 16th of July. So they just heard this case and made this decision recently. And I guess that's why it was just recently published. Okay, so they deliberately targeted vulnerable people seeking legitimate employment opportunities in the UK. The company took money from people hoping to build a better life here, knowing it could not deliver on its promises. The company used delay tactics and excuses about Home Office backlogs when clients asked about the status of their applications. When they asked for refunds, they were not giving. They said that the case sends a clear message that they will take action on anybody who is trying to defraud anyone, and they've also urged anyone considering paying for visa sponsorship services to check the company they are dealing with is on the approved register. Okay, so they were incorporated in 2023, and that was when the care worker visa industry was bubbling, so they capitalized on that to make money. And through its website, it claimed it had been trading since 2020. The company described its business as a temporary employment agency and operated from a virtual office on Great Portland Street in central London. Okay, so on their website they advertised care work recruitment services, claiming to have 5,890 carers available and to be active in 530 care homes, providing care to 9,200 residents. which were all lies. Now, a total of 23 complainants came forward during the investigation, with total known losses of more than £19,000. 7 of the 23 victims were able to recover some of their money through respective credit card providers. They now said all enquiries concerning the office should be made to this. So if you have any reports or concerns about any recruiter, any sponsor, you can send it to this email as well. I'm really angry. You know why I said that I was angry when I read this? Because I was expecting to see more. Okay, what happened to the people involved? What did they do? Were they arrested? Were they made to pay? Were they given an ultimatum? Were they given a time frame to pay? And I didn't see that. Just that the company was wound up. And after that, what happens? Like, I just feel like these people were not given enough punishment that they deserve. Because how can you make people suffer like this? Put people in this kind of situation, steal from people, because this is stealing. You promise people something. It's a breach of promise, right? Promise people something that you don't have. And obviously you cannot give what you don't have. And at that point, you did not even have it. You promise people you're going to give it to them. You collected their money, hoping, and they paid you, hoping to get it from you, only for them to go home empty-handed and become stranded. You know, so I was just angry because I was expecting to see, oh, they've been arrested, or they've been imprisoned, or they've been nothing. Just that the company was wound up. Like, why is that the only punishment they got? I was expecting to see more. When I saw that the Home Office published this on the government website, I'm like, okay, I'm happy that they are finally catching them one after the other. I'm happy that they're going to get to pay for their sins, you know, for their wickedness, for everything they did to people. But when I just saw this, I was now disappointed. I'm like, we want more. Guys, who can feel me? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like, there should be more. There should be more to also deter people from doing this. It's such a sad situation that in cases like this, it always end up like this, right? And it's even possible that more than 23 people were involved in this, but they said only 23 came forward. So it's possible that they got more money from more people who probably have even left the UK or did not even know that such a thing is existing. And I'm sure they would have come forward as well to report or to complain about how they lost their money and they couldn't get anything back. Now, that brings me to the fact that as an immigrant in the UK, nobody is coming to save you. You need to always do things to save yourself. You need to put yourself first. Think about yourself. Get a skill, learn a side hustle. Do something that can put more money in your pocket so that you can navigate life. As you're dealing with immigration rules, you have enough money. You will not also be dealing with empty pockets as well. So I'm encouraging everybody to learn a side hustle. Get a second or even third income stream, especially if your visa allows you to. And that is why I'm hosting a free webinar on Saturday, 1st of August at 8:30 p.m. teaching you different side hustles, different businesses you can do. You can start with £0 with just your phone in the comfort of your home and start making money. You can learn a skill, AI buying and selling, importation, anything you want to do at all. I'm going to be showing you, holding your hands and showing you how you can start making money immediately. Okay, because I understand everybody keeps saying, oh, start a side hustle and a business, but nobody is actually telling you or showing you the ones that you can start, because it can be very confusing and it can be overwhelming sometimes if you don't know what to do. And even if you know, if nobody's showing you how to start. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you practical, safe side hustles that you can start with just your phone, with zero capital, from the comfort of your home. And even if you have money, I'll show you how you can start importation, how you can launch your own business basically in no time. Okay, I'm going to leave the link to join my WhatsApp group in the description box. There I'll be sharing all the other details that you need to know. If you're hungry for more, to change your life, to just live a happier life and live a better life as an immigrant in the UK or anywhere in the world that you are, you just want more for yourself and you want to make extra cash. Just imagine what an extra £1,000 or £2,000 can do for you every month. It's something, right? Trust me, you're not going to regret it. I can't wait to see you all in class. Okay, so that is it for today's video, guys. I want to hear what you think in the comment section. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.